this is the area where the main focus of the showers will be. As I said, hit and miss, not everywhere will see them, but there could be as much as 60 millimetres within 3 hours. And as the ground is so dry at the moment, surface water flooding is likely to cause some real problems today.
Okay, Naz, thank you. Naz is going to have a full forecast.
Let's find out his Naz.
Yes, indeed, it is going to be a very warm day once again today, particularly across southern and eastern areas. We could see the record for July's highest temperature broken today. Good morning. It's another hot one today, particularly across southern and eastern areas of the UK. That's where we're going to see the highest temperature. Yesterday we saw the highest temperature of the year so far. That was in Wisley in Surrey at 35.1 degrees Celsius. We're more than likely to beat that because already temperatures compared to yesterday are higher at the same point of the day. And we could actually beat the all-time July record at 36.7 degrees Celsius somewhere in the southeast. But as well as that, as it gets hotter as well, especially there will be some frequent thunderstorms breaking out, particularly across eastern England where the Met Office have a warning out from around 2 p.m. onwards today for East Anglia, the East Midlands, over towards parts of the northeast of England. These areas in particular, not everywhere will see them because they're thunderstorms, so they're hit and miss. But some intense downpours falling on incredibly dry ground could cause some surface water flooding. Now, away from the east, elsewhere across much of Scotland, northern England, down towards the rest of the Midlands, the east of Wales, the West Country and central southern England, largely dry, sunny and hot, but far west of Britain, the west of Wales, Northern Ireland Republic, cloudy with spells of rain.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to prepare ourselves for holy weather with Nazaneen.
Don't be mean. Actually, do you know what? I think I look more Addams Family.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at the weather. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, you're right. It is going to be rather cool, although it will become increasingly humid into the weekend, but also rather wet. Good morning. Well, if you're thinking of a staycation on your own or with others, it is looking pretty wet, so you may need to pack a brolly.
Naz, what can we expect today?
It is a rather chilly start out there this morning. In some parts of Northern Ireland, only a few degrees above freezing, but it will become much milder over the next 24 hours, but also wet and windy.
Nice and cool first thing this morning.
Thank goodness for that. I'm under the duvet the first time in weeks.
Oh, that's a relief. Naz, what can we expect today? Hey Naz, how are we looking?
Well, it's really quite a cool start out there this morning, noticeable especially across parts of the north, only a 0.6 degrees above freezing for parts of Northern Ireland. But in the next 24 hours it is going to become much milder, rather muggy and also wet and windy. Well, it's really quite a cool start out there this morning, noticeable especially across parts of the north, only a 0.6 degrees above freezing for parts of Northern Ireland. But in the next 24 hours it is going to become much milder, rather muggy and also wet and windy. Oh, come on, Stephen, you're a northerner.
I know. Been down south too long.
Fine with this. I'm fine with it, and I'm a southerner. Anyway, it is a bit of a chilly start outside this morning, particularly across northern areas. Temperatures are barely above freezing.
Having a credible lesson in space here by Dixon.
Yes.
Amazing.
Dr. Dixon.
Dr. Dixon, and that really is his title. Let's go closer to home. It isn't a joke.
It's not a joke.
Anyway, here's Naz with the weather for you.
Good morning. I was slightly confused by what was going on there, but in terms of the satellite picture for this morning, it's looking quite clear with lots of sunshine, but it's a cold start, becoming milder soon, but also rather wet and windy.
Or Emerson.
Well, that's if you like the rain, because it's another wet one for many areas today, and in fact outbreaks of rain are going to continue for some into next week as well.
We're going to get the weather now. Here's the lovely Naz.
Good morning. There's lots of rain around this weekend, and we're going to continue to see it into next week as well, but it will eventually become confined to northern and western areas.
The bad news.
Well, it's only bad news if you don't like rain, and there's no such thing as bad weather. Who said that? Billy Connolly? You're just wearing the wrong clothes.
Thing that, it reminded her of a certain advert back in the day where there was a moose loose about this, but a goose this time now.
This one's a goose loose in the hoose.
Yeah, kind of a big hoose.
Anyway.
Give us the weather, please.
Yes, the weather. Let's take a look at the details. Morning. Good morning. It's another wet one for this week. In fact, over the next 24 hours, we're going to see spells of rain that will be rather heavy at times with gusty winds spreading southeastwards across the UK and Ireland. Yes, that would be a good idea for some places today. We're going to see some heavy spells of rain, although it may turn inside out because the winds are going to be quite gusty as well.